Detroit was originally part of the Plymouth Patent, later called the Plymouth Claim or Kennebec Purchase. It was first settled around 1810 to 1815 by families from Plymouth and Newport, Maine. The town was officially incorporated on February 19, 1828, as the 284th town in Maine. It was named Detroit after the much larger city in Michigan, likely because both places were frontier settlements at the time and the name sounded bold and forward-looking. Early economy and farming community, 19th century. Throughout the 1800s, Detroit was a small, rural farming town. Residents grew potatoes, raised livestock, and cut timber. Small water-powered sawmills and gristmills lined Plymouth Pond Stream and other brooks. The population peaked around 1860 at about 900 to 1,000 people, typical of many central Maine towns during the agricultural era, decline and depopulation, late 1800s, mid-1900s. Like much of rural Maine, Detroit began losing population after the Civil War as young people moved to cities or westward for better opportunities. Farms were abandoned, mills closed, and by the 1930s, 1950s the town became very quiet. In 1950, the population had dropped below 400 and stayed low for decades. Modern Revival and Sebasticook Lake, 1970s, present. Starting in the 1970s, 1980s, Detroit experienced a modest resurgence because of its location on the eastern shore of beautiful Sebasticook Lake, sometimes called Great Moose Lake in older records. Seasonal camps turned into year-round homes, and retirees and remote workers began moving in. The town remains small and residential with no real downtown, but lakefront property has driven most recent growth. Current status, 2020s. As of the 2020 census, Detroit had 885 residents, nearly back to its 1860 peak. It is governed by a 3-person board of selectmen and an annual town meeting. There are no stores or schools in town. Children attend school in neighboring Newport. Detroit is now primarily a quiet bedroom and lake community, only 10 to 15 minutes from Newport and about 30 minutes from Bangor, Waterville.